What's up, everybody? OMB. Hey, look, I appreciate y'all subscribing to the channel. Do subscribe if you're not subscribed. And hit that bell icon so you be notified for future videos. Smash that like button, y'all. Helps the channel, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm over here looking at Boxing News 24. Just reading. This is an article by Ken Woods, 123. You know, and it says Jermell Charlo's comeback calls target Crawford, Ennis, and more. And I'm like, Jermell Charlo's comeback? Like, huh? So I started reading the names that he called out. And it was funny. They say he did they said he did it with AI art when he made his comeback. I'm not sure, whether it's a video or not. I ain't really looking for it. But he calls out since Monday Sebastian Fundora, Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford, Jerron Boots Anderson, Virgil Ortiz. After 2 years, this dude been inactive since 2023. Errol Spence also, but my thing is, why is he calling them out? Is the money a little low, bro? Like how you and your brother was bragging online about your mansions and your fancy cars and all this and all that. You put stuff online about what you got, your little jewelry and all this stuff. One thing I do know is that an expensive life has an expensive price. And I know if you driving Lamborghinis and all of this stuff and you got mansions, you have to maintain that stuff. You have to pay a mortgage. You know what I'm saying? If it's paid for, you might still be paying for it. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But even with just a mortgage on them dang on big ass quote unquote mansions, that's like that's like a payment for like 4 or 5 mortgages of regular homes. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's not really where I'm getting at with this. Thinking the man is running low on money, although it's a thought. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you calling out the big shots and thinking you just gonna jump in and get on one of them, except for Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? You and Errol Spence might fight. I don't know. But the one that I have in particular is Jerron Boots Ennis. And the reason why I say Jerron Boots Ennis is because Jerron Boots Ennis has never been tested as far as I'm concerned. And I think as far as any true boxing fan would know, he's never been tested. And I don't think that Jermell should come right in, or he would come right in right away and just fight Jerron Boots Ennis. That wouldn't be wise after 2 years. You would have to prove yourself. You know what I'm saying? And then make that happen. But if you get with Eddie Hearn, he's going to have you proving yourself against tomato cans. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just subpar competition. Look what he's done for Boots. Let's be for real. You know what I'm saying? Now, if Jermell Charlo could come in there and do that and make this statement, then I would like to see him and Jerron Boots in his fight. That would be a fight I would be interested in, provided Jermell Charlo proves himself that he's worthy of fighting a reputable opponent, even though I don't think Jerron Boots Ennis is really that reputable because he hasn't fought anything, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, I would like that fight. That's the fight I would like to see if you want to say Jerron Boots Ennis' toughest opponent. That would be, somebody who can probably get you out of there with the first punch, Now, granted, Jerron Boots Ennis does move, but Jermell Charlo cuts off the ring. His aggression. You know what I'm saying? How long can you move and run? You know what I mean? But I think that. Do I think it's gonna happen? I don't know. This dude Jermell Charlo is putting out AI art about these guys that I mentioned. You know what I'm saying? And just to give you an example, Jerron Boots Ennis on August 27th. Jermell Charlo has an image of a lion with a boot partially in its mouth and paws on the boot. That is kind of funny. But, look, that right there is him saying he wants to make a comeback. I don't know, and I think it's all with this what's the guy name? Turkey Ali? I'm not sure. No, Turkey Al Sheikh. I believe that's it. Now he's giving out all this money. Now everybody want to cash in. People want to make comebacks and this and that and this and that. That's what's sparking all of this. These guys don't fight to be the greatest. They fight to get the greatest purse. But anyway, y'all tell me what y'all think in the comment section. OMB signing out. Peace.